And it'll be really good for me. Gee, it's tempting to assault this, but no way. My troops would get shattered. Gonna need more cannons there, though. Thanks for the heads up, Marvin, about the Paradox fan gathering. Looks like this should be in the region of 230 people there. Sounds promising. Alright, 56%. Sounds good. Hold strong. They could not. Could just give in to their demands, but they've angered me now. Let's see how well we can destroy them. Nerve again. Oh boy, Rebs again. It's like I'm back conquering the Ottomans. Oh, Persia's back. Cores and all. Well, I'll eat you eventually. Yeah, that's those rebels dealt with. Don't know what to do with the rest of them. Those troops need to regenerate. You take care of that area. Still pretty much ignoring up here, hoping that it doesn't revolt. If they do again, I'll probably just give in to demands. Ugh, rebels, rebels. Where's those stability events, yo? Jake has no plan, he's just going along with it, hoping nobody notices. That's more or less it. Alright, a breach, good enough, let's take it down. Oh my god. Horrific loss of life. Which makes me 44,000 men short, but that's okay. We shall remove Gondor from the equation. Still, I'm unable to annex Hunj, unfortunately. I would be able to if I had the Mamluks annexed. It would give me a core province next to them, but that is not the case right now. Ah well, we've gobbed them up. We now spit them out. I would have thought that would get rid of the Ethiopian. Yep, there we go. They're gone. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of you can take care of that area. The rest of you get over there. I'll figure out what to do with you later. Oh, and wow, my stat for killing that got wrecked. You move over there. You pick up our glorious Japanese invasion force. We'll admire Ethiopia for a moment. Their provinces are all Coptic, making them harder to convert, but they're all Ethiopian culture. Apart from this horrible province. So, shouldn't be too hard, especially since Ethiopia has religious ideas. And what national ideas? Yeah, missionary strength +1. They will have no problems. And they don't keep their aggressive expansion. They kept the insult, but who's keeping track? Let's improve their relations while we're at it. I do want them to fusion with me quite soon. Now, there's another problem in that I've got 24,000 Japanese troops here willing to crush me. What's the size of the entire Japanese army? It's 33,000. If I set up even more troops, and I'd be really chewing into my army limit here, I could take care of those. I mean, I'm limited enough as it is. Some might say I've got too many kicking around over here. could just wipe that stack of Japanese. They're catching up in tech. Don't know what they got at level 22. But they don't have the massive tactics bonus. I will just destroy them and split up here. And this stack can just split up and carpet siege Japan. Japan has mostly level 2 provinces. Level 2 garrisons, rather. Still, they have a whole bunch of provinces. What's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20 something. Too many for those guys to handle. So maybe I'll bring you in as reinforcements. Oh no! Shitatsu's dead. He was our main man. And we only re-elected him recently? When did you come to power anyway? 84, so you've had 2 re-elections. No, you had 1 re-election. So in a sense you chose the ideal time to die. Now Diplo points are obviously acting as a choke point here. But the real question is, do I go for Diplo points or for admin points? I'm about to spend a stack of admin points dealing with Japan. But I'm going to need a lot of Diplo points for integrating my vassals. To be honest, I need both. But I wonder which is more important at this time, admin or Diplo. Well, I'm going to integrate the Mamluks, and that's going to tank them entirely. After that, I'm going to be looking to integrate Funj, probably Ethiopia. But really that could be it for a while in terms of integration, because I want to take Japan raw. And then I'll be crushing Europe, hopefully. So maybe it's more about the admin at this point. Of course the question is whether or not I can integrate you quickly enough. So look at that, we've got 40 more months at 15. Well, if I consider that I make 5, it's more like 40 months at 10. So I can get you done without any harm or fuss. But I still will want to reduce my war exhaustion from breaking truce. Admin or Diplo? I could go admin with Diplo focus. And bear in mind I also want these. But I can get that when I do my trick, whenever that'll be. I think for the good alliance we'll take Diplo. Boku Show. I think I've had you before. Alright, let's crush Japan. Bloody Manchurians. How long until they can enforce peace anyway, I do wonder. Or rather, break away as an independent nation. Maybe we'll just keep that individual there. Since you're more vital to that cause, I'm going to swing that 9,000 over there. And swing 9,000 of you over there. Oh, hold on, that's not a 9,000 stack, it's a 16 stack. I don't have 16 to spare. I've got 13 to spare. That'll speed things up ever so slightly. Since I need a good clean stack to wipe that 24 quite flawlessly. Fighting, nothing but fighting. Alright, Muscovy discovered me. What a pain. Jake, choose the one with the better name. I can't argue with that logic. Oh, hold on. No, they're heavies and galleys and pretty much everything else. That's dangerous. Dangerous to know he's shipping his troops back home. That's also dangerous, but we'll just let them do their thing. Two revolt risk everywhere, not a problem. Now if they were loading up troops, that means they'll be unloading somewhere. Majapahit, funnily enough. So you're at war down there. I would like you guys to go home when at war. Please, this war is going to be quite costly. For the Japanese. Ooh, ouch. That's fine, I accept your petty demands. Stay in Russia next time. And don't quit your day job. Alright, time to die, Japan. Anything I need to do before doing that? Can't integrate Hunj, unfortunately, but once I have the Mamluks, I'll be doing that. Alright, let's just go for it. Am I planning on moving my capital to the mainland at any point? It's likely. But it's unlikely to be anytime soon. To be honest, I don't think I have many troops left here, so I could probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just depends how quickly you bring your troops back, I suppose. But somehow I don't think I'll be needing the good general there. The good general's probably best put here and here. Onwards to victory. And we wonder why Russia is doing nothing about their rebel problem over here. It's because they're at war with all the tiny little European countries. And Sweden. Tiny Sweden as well. Alright, their fleet was not able to protect them. No divine wind for you, my friend. Yeah. I knew they'd catch something out, and it's my light ships. Remember, Holy War counts naval battles as well. Let's hope it didn't count this one. You please go home at war. Hopefully they will. Oh, but they didn't count that naval battle. That's good. Good for me. Animism spreading nicely. Not in the Ottoman territories, but certainly everywhere that matters. How are you doing down here? You should have plenty of... There we go. Doing his little animus dance. Looks like Zhang Jiao. Good progress, 3.6. But you should have a second one. Ah, he's converting Gondor at 2.7. Great. Yeah, I know I could re-support those Manchurian rebels. However, I'm sure I had a reason. The reason was that I'm very limited in my number of diplomats because of the amount of diplomatic things I keep doing. There we go, onwards. Nope, nope, those boats were meant to go home, they did not go home, and that's a battle showing up on my list of battles. Painful. I'll just have to win some more battles around here. Hitachi taking care of that one, and Kazuke. We will keep the sieges going. Try to get them in a choke point that's only 2 provinces wide. Setsu and Tajima seems to be such an area. They got plenty of troops, but they're away from home. A long way from home. So let's take care of them. Right, he's marching to Sugura, but he's not marching fast enough. Take care of him and be home in time for Christmas. Jake's cutting it pretty close with his dip. He will lose 333 dip until the... yeah, but that's okay. Right, this just shows how poorly the Japanese fight because of their insufficient military tactics. 23 is a fairly big one. Keep you going there, keep you there. Indeed, fish. Great. Oh, they don't have defensive. That's good. One thing I forgot to do was to name Japan a rival before starting this war. That's going to cost me a bit of power projection, but it's a mistake I often make because I keep forgetting about that bonus. Let's sweep up a bit of Japan before we go any further, and consider what our goal might be. Good goal would be to prevent that from making a reasonable stack, especially with such a general in charge. So yeah, we'll abandon this siege for just a moment. Somebody pointing out my free missionary. Thank you very much. Abolition of slavery. Stability cost, but at the cost of tax? I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. Losing 100 ducats every couple of months ain't so good. It's probably not going to get any better with this lower stability. And with losing all these troops to battle. These troops are getting real expensive to reinforce, though. Real expensive. Jake, you should be ready for a war while you core Japan. Yeah, I'm ready for Kara. I got all these stacks stationed just for him. Yeah. Although by getting ready, it might be an idea if I get some more claims on them, because it's high base tax land around here. Madaran, Gillian, Azerbaijan. Well, Mazandran is very expensive, so we'll go with that. Thankfully, if we get caught, it doesn't matter at all. Now, thankfully, Japan has tons of aggressive expansion on me. Right. First provinces start to fall, so let's patch up these little holes in the operation. Jake, what happens if you actually active... Oh, if I can click on the convert button, it just converts one province, it doesn't convert my entire country. In fact, if my religious unity gets too high, it will be an idea to convert some provinces. I would love to get a theologian to drop my religious... to drop my rebellion chances by 3 across the board. However, that increases the mean time to happen for that lovely event. So that's why I don't want it. Also, too many horses. As if it matters. Look at this. The religion in Manila would turn to Sunny. Where is Manila? It's over here. I mean, why would I want that? I do not know. Now I need to consider how I'm going to approach Japan. Wow, 6 wars to annex. Hefty. Part of the problem could be their provinces down here. No longer colonies, they're full-fledged provinces. Huh, I was under the impression it was tropical over in New Zealand. What a fool I am. Alright, we're only looking at 3 years of downtime once I take out Japan. Not even that, I think you're faster when you core provinces of your own culture. Whatever, let's wreck them anyway. Keep the war pressing on. Hitachi can move to Tokyo to take care of that. Right, Makassar falls, but Makassar, we don't care. 25 prestige is nothing to me. Can't help but notice Castile forging claims on these provinces, because Castile can forge claims anywhere in the, well, anywhere outside of Europe that it wants. It doesn't need to border them or anything like that. Bloody Castile. So hold on, if I wanted this kind of beachhead and a bit of... Well, Korea's expensive enough as it is. Oh well. Tell you, if I recalled all my galleys, I'd be able to sink that Japanese fleet, no problem. As long as I did it in one of these shallow sea zones. Might take a bit of time, but we are looking at a long-scale battle with Japan here, so let's do that. Incompetent diplomats. Well, doesn't matter if it takes a bit longer to fabricate claims. I don't do it much. Yeah, maybe it matters a bit for you. I only really need one of those provinces, but I want to take as much of this as possible. Odd that it seems like I can gobble them up, these provinces one by one, quite cheaply. And yet they're 600% to annex. Something must be off here. Although, off in my calculations. Which is nothing new. Alright, blockade by Russia. Peasants from Japan. But that's fine, they can carry on that siege for me. Simply turn around and slap them. Although preferably with a better leader this time. Where's the good one? Onwards. Oh wow. Whoa, some crazy rebs for Japan. Hopefully they don't pop up when I'm in charge. Okay, well, I have enough war score to take whatever I want from Japan. Jake, take Korea first, then mainland Japan, so you don't have to think about Korea at all. So that's where you're wrong. Korea is no problem. Well, I'm going to release Korea, that's the thing, because Korea got high base tax. 5, 7, 4, 3, yeah. Plus it's easier to get those provinces back for Korea. If I take this, maybe all of their money as well. Try to reduce their ability to support a navy. Now that should suffice for now. No alliances with me to break up. Banging. So we will create Korea as a vassal. Maybe I regret leaving that stack there because I kind of want some more. No, well, you know what? You can all just wait there. I'm sure war with Japan will be on the horizon soon enough. First of all, though, I'll get these cores down. It only takes 14 months because it's in my culture group. I should be checking first to make sure these are actually the Japanese places I'm doing. Should be obvious from the names, though. And that chewed through a good chunk of my admin power. That'll be okay. Right. All of you get back to somewhere with a bit of support limits. Musashi seems okay. Bananas Go Moo says, hello Jake, how's the world conquest going? We've got 120 years to go. And things are looking not too bad. As always, they could be better. I'm sure they could be a lot worse if I tried. Now, whilst they are coring up, I'm only sitting on 63% overextension, so I should be chewing on a bit more land from our good friends Kara over here. So we will show our superiority as we always do. They're not currently in any wars, nor do we have a truce. I'm currently forging that claim, should be done soon enough, although it's taken forever and a half. Let's get that land, please. Get in, please. Probably should have had my troops in position ahead of time here, because he still has an impressive stack there, led by a 4-shock general. You don't need to be over there. Jeez. Which of you was a stack? Half of you, and half of you? Doesn't seem quite right. No, I had a much more impressive looking stack. It was something like 20 cannons. That's more like it. Get you on the hilly province of Kai. Oh, is that from Mount Fuji? Fuji-sama. And that should have it fine and dandy. Jake, how will you deal with the HRE provinces? Coring or annexing? Oh, I'll figure it out when I get there. Right, we got our one victory that we need for show superiority. As long as we move on to their lands, he's going to be hurting if he wants to come and get us. Wow, manpower is hurting a lot more than I thought. I should say that more often. Indeed, the only European I've taken down so far is the Ottomans, but Lithuania and Poland will be first in line for the Ryukyu ravaging. Right, these stacks are a little too big for their boots. Let's move them across. I think I have a good chunk of my no, my ships haven't made it yet. I'm chewing on attrition though. Jake, you should aim to be the Holy Roman Emperor, right? Just get out of this chat right now. I'm not going to have filth like that spewing around here on my watch.